Okay, so we're in position, and let's take several breaths to just sort of ease our way into our practice. And let's bring our awareness to how we can relax from the waist on down and just let gravity help us sink into the mat, even while maintaining the integrity of our spine. On your own, just do a little body scan each time you exhale, finding those points where you may be holding a little bit of tension, and then gently letting it go, sinking deeper into the sit bones, and where you make contact with your feet and ankles and thighs on the mat. And now all together, inhale, bring hands to heart center. And every time you do this in your own home practice, take a few breaths here also to recenter yourself in this position. And then with the mantra, Om, we harmonize our breath, the sound, with the body in a nice, relaxed, and lengthened spine position. So let's share Omkar chanting 3 times. Take a breath in. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And again, take your time in your home practice and just stay here after you've done your chant. Again, just to allow that alignment to happen. And then as you exhale, open the eyes, release the pose. Okay, when we think about the sun salutation, we know all the major joints are involved, weight bearing, whether it's our hands, our feet, our knees, our spine is undulated in all the positions, our neck. So like we always do, we can start in child's pose with your knees wide. That's going to open up some of the major joints, soften the neck, lengthen the spine. So go ahead, let's all meet there. And it's also important to have your forehead on the mat. That's an important pressure point in yoga. So if you can't do it, you can always put your hand or your fist so that you make contact with the forehead. Stay here. Again, stay here long enough so that gravity helps us sink into the mat. So let's do a nice slow count of 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. To come up in Vajrasana, lift the head, lengthen the back just a little bit more. Then as you inhale, slide the hands back, and we're sitting on our heels. I'm just a little cockeyed because my ankle is still giving me problems. All right. One thing I wanted to stress when you're doing your home practice, especially those who have natural flexibility and natural strength, this is not like working out in the gym where we're trying to find pain or we're trying to go over our limit of stamina or flexibility. Just the act of child's pose, making contact of the body with the mat, finding that slow breath, that is where you get the benefit of the pose. On the side, oh, yay, great. You get to open up your hips or whatever, but there's so much more going on. So don't think that you have to have pain. Don't think you have to go fast. Enjoy each breath while you're doing the movement. That's more important. Just for an example, I had a friend, we were doing forward folds, and I asked her to bend her knees and put her belly and chest resting on her thighs. And she said to me, well, I don't feel anything. I'm flexible. I don't need to bend my knees. And I said, but that's not the point. The point right now is to have contact of the pressure points in your belly and in your chest on your thighs to meet those pressure points. That's the magic of this pose right now. It's not the lengthening of your hamstrings. All that physical stuff just happens and it's really nice, but it's more the points of contact as we go through our yoga practice that have more or deeper benefits. All right, with that in mind, let's come to neutral tabletop. And remember, for you, your wrists and shoulders are going to be in line, hips and knees in line. So let's do cow and cat together. Nice and slow, 4 counts. Let's begin. Inhale, looking up, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Come back to neutral tabletop without moving the position of your hands. As you exhale, sit back onto your heels. Come into child's pose. Inhale once more to neutral tabletop. Thread the needle with the right hand. Inhale, lift the right arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle. And let's stay here for a nice slow count of 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. To come out, inhale, come right back to neutral tabletop. Opposite side, left arm is up in the air. Exhale, thread the needle. Hold. Soft breath. So in this position is very interesting. Most people can access this pose. But what is happening with the twist of the spine, not only from the skeletal muscular point of view, are we toning and opening and closing the different muscles in the spine, but we're also accessing those pressure points in the spine. Just the act of the muscle sliding underneath the skin starts to activate those certain pressure points. So twists are wonderful for the pressure points that are located along the spine and along the back, from the upper, middle to lower back. So again, It doesn't have to be a hard pose to do to get wonderful benefits. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come up, neutral tabletop. Let's bring attention to our hips and our feet. So we're in neutral tabletop. Switch the weight to the left knee, and let's lift that right knee off the mat, right foot up in the air. Your knee is still bent. From here, as you exhale, extend the leg behind you. You have a straight leg behind you. Square off the hip points, but don't let your belly drop. Hold here. Flex the ankle. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. The ankle is still flexed. The leg is extended. As you exhale, simply bring the foot down to the mat. So now your toes are on the mat behind you. And as you exhale again, let's push that right heel behind you. So now we're really feeling a nice lengthening through the ankle and the Achilles tendon. Our hips, sorry, our hips are square. This is sort of like a version of the runner's stretch, I think. And now as you inhale, simply bend that right knee and bring it back to meet the left. Repeating on the left side. As you inhale, switch the weight and bring the left knee off the mat. Knee is bent. Flex the ankle. Exhale again, extend that left leg behind you. Don't collapse in the lower back. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Our hips are square. We have a nice flexion in that left ankle. Exhale, release the left foot, toes down to the mat. Exhale again, shift the weight back. So you're pushing that left heel behind you. Feel a nice lengthening through the ankle and the Achilles tendon. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then as you inhale, bend the left knee and bring it back. Let's curl both toes under and exhale to downward facing dog. Hold here, really thinking about pushing through the shoulder. Let the neck just drop. Head is drop nice and heavy. Very carefully, you can gently look to the right, to the middle, and then left, letting the neck just hang, okay? You don't want to introduce tension while you're doing this. Go ahead, keep going. And let's all meet in the middle, looking back at our navel. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Shift your shoulders over your wrist. And then exhale, gently bring the knees down. Try not to move your hands. Release the toes and exhale to child's pose. We're going to do this sequence of downward facing dog 2 more times. Each time we do it, if your feet are not already together, let's see if we can bring them closer and closer together. Let's begin. Inhale to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. And exhale, come up to downward facing dog. Drop the head. And on your own, gently look to the right, to the middle, and to the left. One more time, to the right, to the middle, left. All meet in the middle, looking at your navel. And now switch the gaze to look at your hands. Inhale, come up on your toes. Bring the shoulders over your wrist. Gently bring the knees down. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Last one, inhale to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your own, looking to the right, middle and left 2 times each. Meeting in the middle, looking at your navel. Inhale, rise up on toes, switching the gaze to look at your hands. Shift the shoulders over the wrists, bring the knees down, relax the toes, and child's pose. Moving on, inhale to neutral tabletop, coming into a low squat to really work on the foot, ankle, knee, and hip, and also the back. Let's curl the toes under. Push back as you exhale, come into your low squat. Round the back, touch the chin, extend the arms. Now you can adjust here. If you're like me and my heels are not touching when my feet are together, I'm just going to widen my stance and then come down. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, place the hands on the mat. As you exhale, slide them forward and come into downward facing dog. So now before we come into a forward fold, we're going to open up our hips a little bit more with this nice low squat. So let's repeat. Go ahead, look at your hands. Inhale, come up on your toes. Take your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, bring the knees down. Release the feet. Child's pose. Again, you choose if you want your knees wide or next to each other. Same thing with your feet. Inhale to neutral, tabletop, curl the toes under. Exhale to your low squat. Round the back, tuck the chin, extend the arms. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hands on the mat as you exhale. Come right into that downward facing dog once more. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stay here for a second. So to really deepen your awareness of downward facing dog, place a little more focus and weight on the thumb and the first finger. Good. Keep that focus. As we continue, lift the head to look at your hands. Inhale, come up on your toes. Shift the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, bring the knees down. Release the toes and child's pose. And this will be our last low squat in this sequence. So inhale, come up to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. Exhale, push back, low squat. Okay, here's that version of the forward fold that I explained, where we do our best to have our belly and chest in contact with their thighs. So let's lift the head and let's place the hands, draw them back so they're close to our feet, either in front of our feet or toes and fingers in line. Now, if you exhale, lift the hips up and keep your knees bent, sort of like in a chair pose, and I'm resting my belly and chest on my thighs. Drop the head. Roll the shoulders up and back. If you can, think about lengthening the back even while your head is dropped, rather than being rounded over your thighs, okay? So I have a long back, but I've maintained that contact. Drop the head. As you exhale, straighten the knees halfway, not all the way, just half of what you're capable of. Keep lifting the sits bones up, maintain that contact. So there's a real strong crease at the hips. I'm really thinking about gluing my chest to my thighs. Now, to help do this, you can bring your hands behind your thighs or at your calf or ankle, because on the next exhale, we're going to straighten up even more, bringing the knees a little straighter, but I am glued to my thighs. Now, as we exhale, bend the knees, come back to that first position where we're just hanging out. Chest resting on the thighs. All right, so experiment with where you want to put your arms to help you with this. Halfway, as we exhale, straighten the knees halfway, maintaining contact, roll the shoulders up and back, drop the head. Exhale again. Let's see if we can straighten those knees a little bit more without losing any contact. So having the awareness on that contact really makes me have a long back. You have to have a long back to do this. I mean, notice where your head is. Probably something of your shin right now. Good. And let's come all the way down. As you exhale, bend the knees all the way, come into that low squat, extend the arms around the back. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, we're going to release the pose and come all the way onto our butt. And let's come into Dandasana, staff pose, arm extended. Easy peasy. And exhale, relax. Coming into a seated twist. All right, the seated twists are really important, not only for the flexibility of the spine, but also it helps us figure out how do I relax from the pelvis down and through my waist so I don't create tension when I want to feel the twist. It also is great to help us find this lengthening from this knee all the way to your sits bone. All right, so to begin, let's take that left knee, bend it and bring it, your left foot to the outside of your right hip. And then take the right knee, bend it and bring the right foot on the outside of your left knee. Okay, we know this, it's very classic. Let's perfect this pose. I should feel both sits bones on the mat. So to do that, sometimes you have to move that left foot a little bit away so that you can feel that both buttocks are on the mat. See? If this left foot is too close, I'm sitting on it. So this is the pose I want. Okay, from here, I'm going to ask you to actually use your arms to help you find the twist, but only once you have that awareness that you are completely relaxed from the shoulders all the way down to the sits bone, so that you're not introducing any tension. So let's begin. We're in this position. Your left hand is going to hug the left hip closer to you. Sit up straight. Extend the right arm out to the side, palm down. Open up the right palm. Inhale the right arm up. Relax those shoulders down, square them off. This is a twist to the right. Take a breath in and grow tall. Exhale, find the twist. All right, stay here. Relax those all the way down. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find the twist and release the right hand down. Now, I don't care if you use your arm to deepen the twist this time, but really relax the belly, really relax the hips as you hold the pose, okay? So you're taking tension into your arms. The rest of your body is dead weight. Hold here. keep feeling heavy from your waist down. Really sink into the mat. Let's stay here for 8, 7. Now make sure your back is straight. Don't sacrifice the twist and have your spine bent, okay, or twisted or shoulders rounded. Straight back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, open up that right palm behind you. Now inhale, the right arm still behind you. As you exhale, release, come back to center. Relax your hands to the side. Let's come into Gomukhasana pose, or at least the bottom part. So we're already in position. What we'd like to do is put this right knee on top of the left knee. So you need to bring that right foot behind you and stack your knees up. In this position, you still should be able to put your thumb between your heel and your hip. If you look at your feet, they should be parallel to one another. And let's hold our big toe or the whole foot at the toes. If you like, roll the shoulders up and back, lengthen the spine, and drop the hip down. So depending on your flexibility, you should feel a nice lengthening from that top knee all the way to the sits bone. And you may feel the same type of lengthening on the left leg too, but perhaps a little more opening in the hip. Let's stay here for just a few more breaths and just let yourself settle into the pose. Again, if this is not challenging physically for you, don't worry. What you're doing is opening and closing different energetic channels in the body. And how nice, if you can do it without discomfort. But you want to do it. You still want to stay here and just hold the pose. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now to help deepen the pose, let's release our hands, put them in front. And as you exhale, walk those fingers in contact with that top leg. You can drop the head. Right there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come up, lift the head first. And then as you inhale, slide the hands back. And we're sitting upright. All right, let's change legs. So now the right leg is on the bottom. Right foot is on the side of your left hip. Now, since I have less flexibility in this hip, you can see I cross my knees, but my right foot is in front of me pretty much to the side, but in front. That's fine. I've still got the action of crossing the legs. I still opened up my hip enough that my knees are on top of each other and my sits bones are down on the mat. Lengthen the spine. Right hand is going to hug that left knee towards the chest. Extend the left arm, open the left palm up to the sky. Inhale the left arm up. As you exhale, settle into the pose, drop the shoulders. Okay, feel that relaxation of the spine and the hips. Feel that you're sinking through the sits bone. Inhale, grow tall without introducing tension. Exhale, find the twist. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, release the left hand behind you. Now, before you deepen the twist, relax, relax, and exhale, deepen. And just play with this with every breath you take. Think about sinking into the mat without sacrificing the lengthening and straightness of your spine. Nice slow count here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, turn the left palm up behind you, lift the left arm up, exhale, release, and bring both hands down. Now let's grab both feet on either side of your hips and just sit here. Nice long spine, easy breath. Enjoy the pose for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deepening the pose, bring your hands in front of you. Take a breath in as you exhale, forward fold, doing our best to bring contact of belly, chest onto that top leg. Relax the head. So if you have the flexibility to deepen this, keep walking your fingers forward, lengthening the spine. Let's hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, lift the head, and then as you inhale, draw the hands back and release the legs. Let's come onto our back and do a nice soft back bend before we continue. So bend both knees, plant the feet behind your butt, palms are by your hips, palms down. This is the bridge pose. Nice gentle way to start opening up the heart. And the more you can roll your shoulders underneath you, the more you're opening up the shoulder girdle, releasing tension in the neck and shining the heart. All right, with all that in mind, let's all take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt and lift the hips up. Now roll your shoulders under as best you can. Long neck, and focus on bringing the heart in the direction of the head. Sternum towards the head. Relax the neck, long, long neck. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, first release the shoulders, upper back, lower back, and pelvis. And let's roll to one side and then come back up to Dandasana. Now, same way we did the forward fold standing with our knees bent and maintaining contact with the belly, chest on the thighs, we can do it in a seated position. So bend your knees, plant your feet, and just bring your belly and chest forward. Just hang over them. Now, for some of you, you can grab your big toes, ankles, or just hang onto your knees. We're going to go down into the forward fold in stages, and I'm going to do my best to keep contact of the upper body with the thigh. All right, so it's a little hard on these rubber mats to slide your feet forward, but just do the best you can. So relax the head down first. Going halfway, as you exhale, come down halfway. Your feet may be in the air now. I'm hanging on to the my feet from the outside, fingers pointing in. Okay, great. That feels good. Got a nice curve in my back. Head is relaxed. Let's come down another 25%. So slide the heels forward. Okay, that feels good. I'm maintaining contact. My back is getting longer now. Another 25% as you exhale. We're not quite all the way down yet. Let's hold here. Really feel that contact of belly and chest on your thighs. Feel how you're elongating that lower back, middle and upper back. And now, whatever is your practice, let's see if we can lengthen the knees all the way, maintain contact, drop the head and relax. Do your best to keep your feet flexed. You don't want them to point. Why? Again, it's another wonderful way that we're stretching and we're stretching the muscle underneath the skin, underneath one of those yoga pressure points when we have our feet flexed. Let's hold this nice, beautiful forward fold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, let's just curl up. So keep the head tucked and just curl on up. Beautiful. Lay down. Let's do one spinal twist before we go into sun salutation. So we're laying down on our back. Go ahead, straighten the leg. Palms up, arms outstretched to the side. Bringing our knees over our hips all together. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, and float those knees up over the hips. As you exhale, knees go right, you look left. Hold wherever it is you land. Again, gravity is our friend. Hold here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's all come to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt, float to center. As you exhale again, knees left, you look right. And let's hold here. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. To come to center, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, roll the knees to center. And as you exhale, go ahead, release the feet down to the mat, extend the legs. Beautiful. Let's roll over to one side and then push up to a seated position and come right to Tadasana, top of your mat. All right, sun salutation. We're going to go in stages, nice and slow, and incorporate some of the awareness that we just did in the warm-up. I'm in Tadasana. I feel my big toe. I feel the little toe. Inside heel, outside heel. Roll the ankles in to lift the arch. Roll the knees out. Roll the hips out. Tuck the pelvis gently without causing contraction in the buttocks. Roll the shoulders up and back. Gaze is neutral. As needed, you may want to rock forward and backwards until you feel that center point where you can stand here without any tension. Let's begin. Open the palms. Inhale the arms up. At the top, hands together. Exhale, relax the shoulders. As you exhale again, lift the head and look at your thumbs. Exhale, release the hands to heart center, neutral gaze in front. Back bend in stages. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, relax the shoulders. Be aware of your alignment here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, only the arms come back. Tuck the rib cage in. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find your back bend, lifting the heart up towards the sky. lengthen the back. Inhale, come back to center. Feel that beautiful alignment once more. As you exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Bend the knees a lot, a lot, a lot. Now we're going to come halfway down, resting the chest and belly on the thighs. Release your hands to wherever they want to be as you're in this position. Drop the head. Roll the shoulders up and back to help lengthen the back. As you exhale, come into your full forward fold, doing your best to maintain contact with the thighs, chest, and belly. Look right beyond the tip of your nose. Place the hands on the mat. This is the right leg. As you inhale, step the right foot all the way back. Exhale, bring that right knee down. Come into your lunge. Square off the hips. Lift the heart. Bring those shoulders behind you. You can have your gaze right between your eyebrows. Curl the right toe under. Inhale, step the left foot back and exhale into downward facing dog. Gaze is on the navel. Lift through the shoulders. Switching the gaze, look at your hands. As you exhale, knee, chest, chin, or puppy dog. As you inhale, release all the way down and come right up into cobra or sphinx pose. Again, your gaze is right on the space between your eyebrows. Hold here. So just as we did in our twist, release tension in the back, lengthen the spine. Let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch the gaze, look between your hands, inhale to plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze is on the navel. Switch your gaze again, looking between your hands. Inhale, step the right foot forward. As you exhale, deepen into that lunge. Awareness on keeping the hips nice and square. Curl the left toe under. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Keep contact, belly and chest. As you straighten the knees. Come up, bend the knees, lift the head, lengthen back. Extend the arms, look at your thumbs. And inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale into your back bend. Inhale back to center. Still looking at my thumbs. Hands together, exhale, hands to heart. And release your hands to the side. Repeating, inhale up. At the top, hands together. Exhale, release the shoulders. Find your beautiful alignment. As you exhale, release the head, looking at your thumbs. Exhale again, hands to heart. Back bend in stages. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release down, find your position. Inhale, grow tall. Only the arms, exhale, arms behind you. Drop the shoulders. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, back bend. If you can, look at your thumbs. Inhale to center. Gaze is neutral, bend the knee. Exhale, forward fold. First find that connection of belly and chest on thighs. And then exhale again and deepen the pose. Left foot, placing hands on the mat. Inhale, step the left foot back. Left knee down, you're in a lunge. Find the awareness of opening the hips, lifting the heart. Gaze right between your eyebrows. Curl the left toe under. As you inhale, step the right foot back. And exhale to downward facing dog, looking at your navel. Switch the gaze between your hands as you exhale to knees, chest, chin. Now your gaze is between the eyebrows. Inhale, release down, rise up to cobra or sphinx. Gaze is between the eyebrows. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curl the toes under, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze is on the navel. With your gaze looking at your hands, inhale, step the left foot forward. As you exhale, let's deepen. Gaze is between the eyebrows. Shine the heart. Curl the right toe under. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Feel that contact of belly on chest. Exhale, deepen into forward fold. To come up, bend the knees, lift the head, lengthen the back. Extend the arms in front, look at your thumbs. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to center. Release the gaze forward, hands together, exhale to your heart. Hold here, feel the alignment. Release any tension in the body so you're standing motionless or without effort. And exhale, release the hands and come onto your mat. Let's do one more supine twist. Let's do it a little bit differently. So both legs are active and straight. Left leg is going to stay where it is. As you exhale, you bend the right knee and bring the right foot next to your left leg, okay? Or your left knee. So as you exhale, contract, tilt, bend the right knee and place that right foot next to the left knee. This is the position to roll over to the left hip for the supine twist. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll over. Now that right foot can come on the outside of the left knee if you like, or on top of the left knee, wherever feels good. Just a little deeper twist. Hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come back, take a breath in. Inhale and exhale. Roll over all the way. And the right foot is now next to the left leg. Exhale, extend the right leg down. Opposite side, go ahead and bend the left knee, left foot next to the right knee. Now the trick here when we're rolling over is to keep both ankles slightly flexed so that your foot, knee, and ankle stay in alignment. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll over that right hip, find the twist. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, come back to center. And let's release that left leg all the way down. Taking your hands behind your head. Take the weight into your head as you exhale, lift the head up and tuck the chin strongly. Feel a nice lengthening behind the neck. If it feels good, you can look right and left, keeping the chin close to the chest as you feel that lengthening. And then as you exhale, release the head down. Release your hands beside your hips, palms up, and we're in Savasana. Let's come out of our Savasana by bringing our hands to our belly and switching our mental focus to feeling the movement of the breath. Oh, sorry. And you know the drill. Go ahead, gently start moving different parts of your body. Gradually moving all the muscles and joints in the body, finding any movement that feels good to you. And all together, let's roll over to the right side. Hang out here for a few breaths. With the help of your hands as you exhale, push up to seated position. Closing the eyes. Let's enjoy these last moments of our practice in stillness and tranquility. All together, inhale, bring hands to heart center, sharing the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teacher within. And inhale, coming back up. Let's open our eyes. We're back in full awareness. Ready for the day. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Bye.